Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's July 14th, 2024, and today we're doing a little post-crossing. I've got 6 addresses I can send out to, so I've pulled the profiles, I've picked the cards that I'm going to send. I'll show you the ones that I've sent, and then we'll decorate one, maybe 2. I don't know, we'll see. What else we have going on today? Still in that heat wave, so it's nice and warm outside. I did take in the Busker Festival last night and shot some video for it, so I'll have a video for that coming out later today, hopefully. So maybe today will be 2 videos. That's the plan anyways. I do want to go back and film just a little bit more of the Busker Festival, so I'm going to pop back out this afternoon and get that too, because there was one act that I got to see last night, but my camera battery died, so I want to do him justice by having a bit of his stuff in there as well. So that's the plan, so stick around for that. But first, like, subscribe, leave positive comments, share with other people, and put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. Now, today, like I said, we're going to do some post-crossing, so let's get to that first. The first profile I have is going to Germany, and he says he likes animals very much. That's why he volunteers at an animal shelter 3 times a week. I also love to read, especially Stephen King novels, and I like having a nice cup of coffee or cappuccino in our beautiful old town. So I'm very happy about all postcards, but I also like it when I get a postcard from the city where you live. So pretty small degree of information of what I can send. I could send a card about coffee or cappuccino. Animals are always popular. Or he said he wanted a postcard about my city, so we're going to send him this one. The experience Moncton of the many of murals that we have around town. I'm not sure if the mural festival is going to be happening again this year. It took a hiatus last year, so we didn't get any new ones last year. I'm really hoping it'll come back again. On the back of the card, it does show the tidal bore coming up the Petitcodiac River, which we have people that love to surf it because you can surf that one wave for miles. All right, so that is one postcard going out. The next one is going to Taiwan, and she says she thinks she's a procrastinator. Let's try that again. She thinks she's a procrastinator. Maybe you can provide me with some good ideas or suggestions for me. Recently, I've been trying to find a balance between work and life. It always can be very tricky to find that balance between your hobbies, the things that make you relax, and going into work to make enough money to pay the bills. So, and then you've got family and all sorts of other things that come into play as well. I like to hear about the different philosophies of life of different people from different places. I like to know your favorite series, movies, music, and anything you want to share, or just share with me your most frequent listened song recently. I love my family. I love the cute things that might make me be a good mood all day. I have 4 sweet cats. I love cute postcards, especially handmade cards. I also love maxi cards. My special wish is birthday cards in May. All right, so I don't have a lot to go on in this profile other than she loves her 4 cats. So I'm going to send her a picture of Polo, my pet hedgehog. So I love my pet as much probably as she loves her pets. So that is the card that I'm going to send off. This one also is in limited supply because I made a few of them, and I am starting to run out of them. They were for World Postcard Day last year that I made them. Now, World Postcard Day is coming up again soon, October 1st. I still have these left, so there's still a few from last year. But I probably will think of something else to do for this year. All right, the next one I have is going off to Finland. So she says she's glad that I got her address. She was born and raised in Turku, Finland. She lives with her beloved husband and ginger cat, Vinsky, in a log villa in Karina, near Turku. We have 3 adult children and 1 little granddaughter who was born on August of 2023. I love my family, friends, postcards, movies, theaters, pop concerts, art galleries, good food, nice restaurants, tea, walking in the forest, sea, sun, spring and summer, flowers, cats, traveling both in Finland and abroad. She lists a whole bunch of places that she got to travel to. She likes hiking and yoga and dancing, crafts, reading novels, magazines, watching dramas and crime series on TV, learning, laughing, and her work. She loves life. To make it short, I like beautiful, colorful, cute, and artistic cards. Cards with an idea, something to think about or to look at many times. My theme for 2024 is love. If you sent a postcard of love for me, thank you so much. But every postcard is a treasure. And even a lot longer, I would become really happy if my mailbox contained postcards with postcard art. And then she lists a whole bunch of artists in there. Painting art, no matter how old or contemporary or modern or even postmodern. For example, Carl Larson, Van Gogh, and then she lists a bunch of those. Women in art, black and white photos, photo art, old photos, people's in various everyday situations, colors, love, peace, empowering, quotes, vintage retro cards, vintage ads, UNICEF cards, Pippi Longstocking, royal families, especially Queen Elizabeth II, angels, saints, icons, Madonnas, nature, sea, water, sun, cats, kittens, squirrels. These are only suggestions. I'm very thankful for all the cards you choose. You can visit my favorites. Please rate to me what your 10 favorite things in life, your favorite quote, your favorite book, or which you are reading right now, your favorite song and why, and why you eat, what you eat for dinner today. Where did you last travel? And next, your favorite person or idol. Wish you a great day and all the best. So there are many things to choose from for this profile. But one she mentioned quite a bit is art and going to art galleries and women in art and art that makes you think of different things. So I've selected this card here. This is the lecture, La Lecture, by Renoir. And it's an oil on canvas. And what are these two girls reading or learning about? Is it a mystery novel? Is it a romance novel? Is it math homework or history homework? It's called The Lecture, so it looks like one person might be teaching another person. It is also women in art, which is what she had in her profile as well. So there's lots of things to think about. Are you the sort of person that loves to go to art galleries and stare at the paintings and see maybe what the artist was trying to impart to us? Or are you someone who likes to go to art galleries and just peruse everything as quickly as possible so you can see it all? Or maybe you don't go to art galleries at all. I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is going to Netherlands. And she says her hobbies are traveling and watching plays or movies. Being an amateur actress is also great fun too. Additionally, I like swimming, hiking, and fitness, and of course enjoying the company of my family and friends. I enjoy collecting and sending postcards. Choosing the right card is part of the fun. I find it difficult if people don't have preferences on their profile. I agree 100%. Just adding a couple things that you like can make all the world of difference to try to find the right postcard. I live in Rotterdam and I work as a consultant in digitalization. All cards are welcome, especially single view cards showing. Movies, all movie cards are great. Favorites are black and white movies, movie posters, fashion, especially 50s and 60s and 70s fashion, well-known designers, royal families, pop musicians, traditional costumes. I know I have many traditional costumes in Eastern Europe. Carnival costumes, old cars, any types are okay. Cars, trucks, toy cars, vintage and vintage reprints, black and white cards, Barbies, especially vintage Barbies, sports, especially the Olympic Games, multiple objects on one card, fairy tales, maximum cards. I also like sunset, sunrise, aurora borealis, night views of cities, objects on UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and buildings of famous architects like Frank Lloyd Wright. And you can surprise me with a card you really like. My favorite show cards in style that I would like to receive. I don't put my received cards in the favorites because I'm grateful for every card and I don't like to classify them as favorites or non-favorites. Besides, the received cards are already on my wall. I would be grateful if you rate your words on your own language and your habits in your country. Also interested in anything you want to share. So there's a lot of things in there. A lot of things that I agree with too, that different things. I do put a love or a favorite on some of my postcards. Now, I don't mean that to exclude anyone else. It's just the way I feel at the time. If I get a really cute postcard of maybe a hedgehog or something like that, and I'm inspired to hit the little love button, I do. So yeah, they're on there if you want to look. I don't tend to go to people's walls and go and see all the cards they've sent before. Yeah, they might get a duplicate from me as a result of that. But what I want to do is go through the cards that I have to send and pick out the card that I think best represents them. If a whole bunch of people have had that exact same idea and sent that same card, it must mean something to them, and it must be a kismet, I guess. All right, so she's talked about having vintage or vintage style reprints, fashions from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And so I've got this vintage reprint card for shoes. And you can see the fashion of the people that are there, and maybe even in the shoes if you're a shoe connoisseur. And so I think this one will work. I've had that card for a long time. When I first started Postcrossing in 2021, so a little over 3.5 years ago, I didn't have a lot of postcards, and there weren't a lot to buy in the wintertime here in Moncton. So I went on Amazon, I believe, and bought a pack of cards, and it had they're all vintage looking cards. They had musicians like the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix, and they had actresses like Hepburn and I don't know, there was a bunch of different actresses and movie posters and all those sort of things. And I still have a few of them because over time only the right people seem to fit for those cards. And I've received other postcards. So when I get new stuff in, sometimes that's the first stuff that I send back out again. All right, moving along. The next one is going to Germany. And she says, I am happy to get to know your hometown, your country with your postcards. I have a wide range of interests, including reading, cooking, baking, bread and rolls, and entertainment. In terms of sports, I'm interested in Formula One and biathlon. I enjoy spending time with my grandchildren, Emma and Felix. Any postcards are welcome. I look forward to birthday cards in April and Christmas cards in December. I really like postcards with blue cats. Please do not send me postcards with reptiles. And then she lists when she got to her 100 or 200 all the way to 800 and what she's received in those two. So she sent over 800 cards and received over 800 cards. Now she says she enjoys baking bread and rolls, and she had a bunch of things that I enjoyed. So I want to send her this. I've sent a few recently. This is Kelly's Bake Shop in Alma, New Brunswick, the home of the sticky buns. And on the back, it talks all about that. So hopefully she enjoys the food as much as I enjoy the food. Now, the last one I get to send this week is going to Texas in the United States. And she says she lives in the beautiful, fun city of Austin, Texas. She's a huge fan of cats and has two gorgeous Bengal boys, Totoro and Gigi. If you love Japanese cartoons, you might have already guessed where the names come from. In addition to smaller felines, I admire big cats and other fluffy animals. I can't imagine my life without music, and I love going to live shows. My favorite bands are Depeche Mode, Muse, and Queen. My favorite singers are David Gahan and Adele. I love traveling. My husband and I try to use every opportunity we have to explore new places in both the U.S. and in other countries. For those of you who love lists, here's a list of ideas on what type of postcards I like. Domestic cats, blue cats, wild cats, bears, any kind, from koalas to polar and pandas. And yes, my dear Australians, I know that koalas are not bears per se. Fluffy animals, foxes, wolves, meerkats, squirrels, bunnies, raccoons, you name them. Owls, I don't have a lot as there are more recent addition to the list. Adventures postcard series from Poststone and double exposure postcard series from Poststones. And then my printer cut off the last line, or what appears to be the last line. I don't know if there was more than that or not, so I had an issue with it at the time. But it gave me enough stuff to pick from, and she likes bears. She likes fluffy animals. How about a polar bear in a sea of purple flowers? He looks extra fluffy and soft. I know most polar bears do not look this way. They're having a hard time of it with these global warming, and sometimes they can look a little dirty and mangy and looking for food wherever. So I thought this one is a nice looking polar bear, so she might enjoy it. All right, that's it for the cards that I have to do. Now let's decorate one and see what we can come up with for it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with that polar bear. I think it's a nice big card. On the back, there is a little bit of writing, so we can decorate without covering that, so that she has that information. And we'll go from there, see what other things we can find to put on this card. We're starting out with this card. The first thing we want to do is flip it over. And then the next thing after that I want to do is find some washi tape to go on it. If you've been watching my videos in the past of decorating, I've decided that washi tape just going around the edges got boring for me. I didn't want to do that anymore. So I started doing this instead. I'll show you. We're going to keep the words. I've got this beautiful washi tape that came in from Erin in Colorado, so we're going to use that. And in the on this particular postcard, just cut the edge off there, or at least the post. The polar bear is in the flowers, and here you can see there are a bunch of cats in the flowers, so I thought that might be a nice washi tape to go with it. We are going to put a little bit of purple color to go down on it too. We're going to be using this washi tape that came in from Erin quite a bit, I think. At least as long as I can use it. It's a supplement. Oh, if I can only find the edge. I don't know, this is riveting television watching me struggle. Here we go. A lot, but run that down here. What I noticed, if you watch Olia in Postcards do her decorating, she likes to glue down the edges of her washi tape. I think that's a good idea. I don't do it, but I think it's a good idea. So it doesn't lift off. So if you've received a postcard from me, is the washi tape intact when you get it? Or has it lifted away? I'm very curious about that. There's a little bit of purple accent there now on it. I don't have any with bears on it. We're going to make it a little bit cute. Cute, cute, cute. Where is the washi tape I was looking for? There it is, I think. That's the one I wanted. I want that color. We got a little bit of purple in the diamonds. We got some blue. All right, let's do that. The other thing I like about mixing, matching, that you can get rid of some of your older stuff if you like, but it also allows you to throw in a variety of color right on the edge. And you can use so many different size washi tapes. I'm just trimming up the extra. There, we've got some color now on the side. The next thing I want to do is place my address. Now, for many of you, you put it nice and square, because that's how the lines are, right? They're nice and square. I changed it up. I'm starting to put my addresses on an angle now, somewhat to match the angles you see of the washi tape, but just to be a little bit different. Why do we always have to have it straight on? Is it easier for the post office to read the address? I don't think so. I mean, as a letter carrier, when I see an address, I can read it just as well this way as I can this way. So let's go ahead and tape on that address. I'm going to have to do that off camera. I apologize, but we want to keep it a little bit private for those people receiving. Now, the address has the postal code ID on it. Some people will write that again separately somewhere else. Lately, I haven't been doing that because I want to have as much space as possible to do other things. So there you go. My address is under there. I also enjoy throwing on a little hedgehog sticker, being kind of the channel mascot, Polo. So we're going to slide him under there, if I can, without covering any address, so I want to see that. So there we go, got a little Polo sticker. The next thing I want to do is put on some stamps. So I've got these really nice mother and child stamps, parent and child. It says animal mothers and their babies. So where she seems to be an animal lover, we're going to put a couple of these massive stamps up top. We're going to give her the full pair. And because international postage will require 3 of them, the third one I want to do is this one here. It shows all the animals. This is the Charity Foundation stamp that came out this year. But what's really cool about this, if you have a black light, the rainbow hot air balloon is reflective in it. Right up, you can see it right on there, under black light. So, that's something she can enjoy if she figures that out. We'll put that on there. That gives us all the stamps we need. Now I like to put on an airmail sticker. We can throw it up there, or we could put it down here, or we could go crosswise there. I'm thinking I want to go this way. I want to see exactly where my edge is. There. Why not make it a little bit different? The next thing, we're running out of room. There's still stuff I want to do. There's still stuff I want to have on there. Gotta find a right sticker. Now this is part of my problem, is I'm not well organized in my stickers. So I've really got to be looking everywhere for them. For the right thing. What's the right sticker to put on this person's? Kind of want animals and things. Carry on. Let's put, this is a raised sticker. Let's put a raised fox on there down below. And what's this person? Wasn't the person that talked about love, so I don't need to put any love stickers on there. If I had a bunch of floral stickers, I might do that too. And who knows, maybe I do have some floral stickers hidden in amongst all this stuff. There's some Christmas stickers, those aren't appropriate. There's some pickle stickers, I don't think that's going to work. Dog stickers, yeah, they could. That's a creepy sticker, I'm not going to do that, that's an eyeball. I don't know, should I do more, or is that enough? There's a religious quote, we don't need that. You know, I could have a Canadian sticker. That might not be bad. What do you think? I put the whole sticker up there. Or if I put just coming off the edge. Let's try that. We're keeping it Canadian. How much do we want to cut off? Maybe we don't want to cut anything off, keep the whole word there. Let's do that. Let's cover up the word underneath there. And then there's just a little bit that went off edge. We'll snip that off. Do you have scissors that are just covered in washi tape and things? Now, I don't have a lot of space left, but I've got to do some things. I've got to say today is July 14th. So we're going to put that in there. We are also going to put the YouTube channel in. I wouldn't mind putting the temperature, so we're going to slide that in over here. Today I think it's going to be about 29 degrees. So we'll stick that there. We're going to say hello. And in my best rating, what does she ask for here? She loves to travel. Favorite music and band. So I'm going to say my favorite band. How about bands? We'll give them more than one. Are the Beatles. U2. I just put us. U2. And the Tragically Hip. And then we're going to put my name. So I know my writing, my printing isn't wonderful, but there we go. There's our card. Destined to go. Have I reinvented the wheel with decorating? No, I haven't by far. Is mine wonderful compared to other people's? No, it's not. But you know what? I have ordered some more stickers, some more washi tape. I am going to try to continue to up my game. One day I might even get into some different colored pens and pencils. I do have these in a couple different colors, but I would like to make it a little bit nicer. If I could tidy up my printing a little bit, it might be interesting. So we're going to keep working at it. It's all a process, and we all work to our own talents. I could put some of my drawings on those. I might do that too. I have a little character that I add sometimes to people's cards. So you never know. We might mix it up with some artwork along the way too. Well, I have 5 more of these to do, so I better get at it. You guys probably have things you want to do as well. So have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?